Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In, Volume 2, Part 35. On my crackhead update, Warden knocked on the door last night about 11:30. I was sleeping good as hell. And she just kept knocking. I seen she wouldn't go away. So I went to the door and she said, asked me did I have $1. I said, yeah, wait just a minute. Let me see if I got some change. I gave her $1 bill. Then she wanted a cigarette, but she got a cigarette in her hand. Then she said, I need some money to eat. That's just the money to get some crack with. So she didn't have on any panties. So she pulled up a little dress. She said, I normally don't do this. I tell all the guys I only got a pee hole. That's all I got is a pee hole. She said, but man, if you let me in, boy, me and you can do some things. And she kept saying, baby, baby, baby. I can tell she's from New Orleans because that's how they talk. That's their syntax. And she left, said she was going to buy her a soda. Man, about 2 hours later, she came back knocking again. This time I didn't answer the door. I wanted to check on her because I got a car parked right there. I said, man, I hope this woman don't do nothing to my car, and I got to send her ass in live flight helicopter. But after the second time, she didn't come back. She walks by here all the time. I normally give her a cigarette. Once she asked me for $2. I gave her the $2. She handed me a $5 bill back. She said, I don't ask for something for nothing. I said, no, keep your $5. So she handed me $3 back. I said, oh man, this lady is crazy. But that's the life and time of an Oak Cliff, Dallas, Texas crackhead. All right, y'all, get your shanks out and let's get ready to ride. Yesterday, I was invited to a barbecue. It was a family gathering over here in Oak Cliff, right off of Sunnyvale. And man, I had a good time. The food was good. They had plenty of liquor. And whatever you want, they had it. And a lot of fellows, they've been to prison. One guy, he had served 23 years on coal fields. Me and him stood around and talked. Basically, the whole crowd except everybody in that crowd had been to prison except two guys. Everybody else been to prison before, except two of them. We stood around and chit-chat, and we had a good time. I stayed over there about 6:30, then I had to burn off. Now, on my Lion Willie update, I see why this lady is being so nice to Lion Willie. He done told her about this lawsuit. That's the reason why she gave him that car. She trying to play lone con on him. She think he that gullible. Now she don't know that this guy got some game himself. So he came over here and told me everything that was going on. And she told him, yeah, they got J.G. Wentworth. You can get instant money right now. I get on the computer and tell him about your lawsuit, and they'll front you some money. But how that works, you got to assign your whole award over to J.G. Wentworth in order for them to front you money, to give you a cash advance. And when you win in court or win any settlement, it's made payable to J.G. Wentworth. They get their money out of it first, plus the fees and interest and whatever, and they give you the rest. I told Lion Willie, both of us need money, but we not desperate. We can wait. That'd be a dumb move. That's a foolhardy move. You done struggle all this time to sign your award over to someone else. More time wasted. So that was her scheme. Also, she told him to give up his lease and to move in with her. I told him, no, don't do that. Because this is what she got planned. To say that she provided moral support and financial support during the course of this lawsuit. In case you don't break her off, she can take you to court and hold your money up 3 or 4 years. You trying to fight it on appeal and going to court back and forth, trying to get the money that the court done awarded you. I say no. So this is what he got planned. Tomorrow, she gave him the title, and she wrote on the back of the title, I am giving this car, put his name on it, of my own free will. I'm signing this title over. It went in front of a notary and got it notarized. I say, now that is officially your car. We're going to make it official. We going down to the courthouse and get the title changed. I told him just wait a couple weeks after the title come back and you get your plates and drop her like a hot potato, because she don't mean you no good. She seen that it's money involved and she trying to play with it. And I ain't going to let it happen. Because he made an agreement with me. This was not my doing. He said that right in front of the attorney, the attorney recorded the whole conversation. The attorney gets 1/4, 25%. And he said, I'm going to give my homeboy 25% for helping me. And we signed that contract. So she messing with his money, she messing with my money. So we're going to drop her like a hot potato. I told her, I said, man, you live in a nice townhouse. It's furnished good. Now you got your vehicle. You got your income coming in. Man, you can get another woman. That's easy to do. That's not no hard, complicated matter. But everybody is trying to screw you some kind of way. And he loved to talk, so he told her about his lawsuit, and she trying to get it. All right, moving right along. We're going to go to, in several videos, I always talk about Big Burr was at the Ramsey unit, who ran the whole prison. He had about as much power as Wildcat, the warden himself. And this is an inmate. Well, I found Big Burr. I thought he was dead, but he's not. In my thumbnail, that is Big Burr. He is 6'8", 340 pounds. He's 82 years old now. He rides a Harley. And I was talking to him. I said, man, what you think about the present atmosphere in prison now? All the gangs and all that other bullshit. He said, man, we'd have killed every one of them fuckers back in the day. He said, ain't no way they would have did that. I be trying to tell them that you wouldn't have did that at all. They'd have destroyed your whole game. And but he'll be in the thumbnail. You say he's living good. He's 82 years old now. I'm going to jump over to Wildcat. Also, for a short period of time, I worked in his office. That's what they call account boy. Under the old system, account boy took care of the count, took care of all the moves. You typed all the disciplinary up. Also, he would just come in and write down what happened. It was up to the inmate who typed in that disciplinary report. He put it in his words. You typed the disciplinary report up, not the officer. And I happened to be standing out in the hallway, and a guy walked up and said, hey, is Cat doing any favors? I said, well, let me ask you. So I opened the door. I said, say, Cat, you doing any favors? He said, yeah. Send him on in here. So I don't know why people would want to go talk to Cat. I guess because he's a warden, and then he'd feel uncomfortable talking to the inmate who run the prison. Anytime you talk to Cat, he gonna refer you to Big Burr. You couldn't get a job assignment. You didn't get nothing. You had to go through Big Burr. If you go to him with some ignorance crap, you probably won't get knocked smooth out. That's probably what's gonna happen to you. So you better be right in whatever this situation you're discussing. You better have all your ducks lined up. Under that system, they respected the assaultive guys. The guys who didn't back down. Now it's a different atmosphere in the prison. The warden, he respect the mauling inmates. They didn't. I would tell guys that. I say, hey, man, You go in front of him for a fight, or you done assaulted somebody, or scald him with some boiling hot water, he just laugh and joke with you like ain't nothing ever happened. He don't show he's mad, and he gonna give you the minimum amount of punishment that he can, or don't get no punishment at all. Now you go in there whining and crying about somebody's taking your commissary or trying to rape you, he gonna curse you out and talk bad to you. Now, prison is the other way around. You go in there and tell them a guy trying to take your money, that guy's in worlds of trouble. They gonna hurry up and contact the gang team, and the gang intelligence office gonna pay you a visit. Most likely they gonna come get you and handcuff you and take you up to the jailhouse, which is located in one building at the big maximum security prison, and they gonna lock you up in that cell up in the warden's office until they get through investigating. And if they believe that guy, which majority of the time they are gonna believe him, you just got sentenced to ad seg or close custody. One or the other. They don't even allow no type of activity like that to go on in a Texas prison. Because it's a career for these ranking officers. That's how they feed their families off of those jobs. And everybody want to be a warden where he can retire and get 85% of his paycheck in retirement. Yeah. So anyway, this guy come in Cat's office. Basically, if you go in there to see Cat, I got a desk right in there with this man. And it ain't that I would be nosy. That's my job to be in there, because he might say, hey, go get this guy's record, type a move slip up for this guy to move over here or move over there or change his job or whatever. So I got to be in there. And Burr is going to be in there. And the guy came in, he said, good morning, Cat. Cat said, good morning, how you doing? He said, I'm doing okay, Warden. He said, but I got this little problem. He said, yeah, everybody got problems. He said, but Warden, you can help me with this problem. He said, all right, tell me what your problem is. And while he talking, Big Burr, looking at him, Big Burr tell the Warden, he said, this probably ain't nothing but a punk, Warden. He said, I can see it in his eyes. I can look at the way he walked. This is a punk. So Cat said, Burr, let him tell his story. So he said, Warden, me and my cell partner were sitting around getting drunk. He said, he went to talking to me real fast. He was fast talking to me. And he said, what was he saying? He said, I don't know, Warden. Sounded like it was Chinese to me. Boy, he was speaking fast. It sure sounded good. He said, I know anything. He done talked me out of my clothes, and I know anything. He was on the top of me. He said, I'll be damned. He said, you mean we got some niggas around here speak Chinese? He said, Warden, it sounded like Chinese to me, because he was talking fast, and it sounded good. So he tell me, he said, call down at a 7 wing and get that old boy sit down here. I want to speak to this nigga who speaks Chinese. So I was standing out in the hallway waiting on the guy to show up, and he walked up to me. He said, say, man, they ain't going to jump me or nothing. I said, no. I said, just don't be scared. Tell him exactly what happened. Don't be scared. I said, if you tell him the truth, ain't nothing going to happen to you. I said, don't pay no attention to Big Burr, because he had a policy. If the warden is talking to you and he say something, you look around at him, he going to hit you. I said, ignore Burr and talk to the warden. I said, don't be afraid. Just talk to him just like you talking to me, and you'll be good. He said, you mean I can call him Cat? I said, yeah, that's his name. That's what he wants you to call him, Cat. He don't want you to say no Warden Anderson. None of that crap. Just say Cat. That's all you got to say. So he came on in the office. Cat said, you that nigga that speak Chinese? He said, no, sir, I don't speak Chinese. I'm from West Dallas. He said, I speak West Dallas. He said, so he started laughing. He said, well, this old thing here said you was speaking Chinese to him and you talked him out of all his clothes and had sex with him. He said, no, sir, I was just talking to him. He said, tell me some of the things you told him. He said, I told him, man, you know you's a hoe, so you might as well come on with it. He said, that's what I said. He asked the dude, he said, I don't think that nigga was speaking Chinese. He said he speak West Dallas, so you understand West Dallas. You know exactly what he was saying. He said, the only thing I can tell you is to go see Major Duncan and you and him get married. He said, I don't know no other strategy to tell you. He said, because you was a real woman now. He said, you can't change that fact. He said, because if you was a man, number one, you'd never let him talk you out of your clothes. You would be in here for attempted murder or murder. That's what you would be in here for. You wouldn't be in here talking to me about what your cell partner did to you. He said, get your ass out of my office and don't never come back down here no more with no bullshit like that. Get out of my office. On the way out, Big Burr kick him square in the ass. Wow! Get on up out of here, you weak son. But I'd say, man, they did not sympathize with weak guys. I look at some guys now, I say, boy, they wouldn't have made it one hot day. They would not have made it 2 weeks. They talk gangster until it's time to be a gangster, or they meet a real gangster, and they find out they not gangster at all. I was over at one of my subscribers. I go over his place of business and upload my videos. He got real strong Wi-Fi. And these 2 youngsters came in. One of them looked like Beyonce and talked like Beyonce. I was talking, I kept hearing that voice. I looked at him. Man, I was saying to myself, this guy here better not go to no prison. Even though it's a soft prison now, this clown here would not make it. Now, he probably would make it at a prison where it's all young guys, because they not hardcore. He was at a prison where it's older guys. They gonna be trying to get him. Ain't no if, buts, and probabilities about it. That's something else about Texas prison. One YouTuber was talking about how one of my videos, I was talking about how this guy was a supposable Aryan Brotherhood, and how these guys at Robson Unit, they beat him up and they was having sex with him. But he misquoted what I said. Anyone can go look at that video. That is not what I said. It wasn't no lot of guys. He was in the cell with me. There wasn't no lot of guys lined up at my cell. There was one guy came and talked to me. They wouldn't have bothered this guy. He wouldn't have got their cigarettes and their weed and didn't have the money to pay for it. That's what the problem started behind. And one guy beat the crap out of him. It wasn't no whole lot of guys. It was just one guy. And he didn't want to face no more ass whooping, so he gave it up. Because he didn't have no money. He loved to get high. He didn't have the money. He started out, he had a little money, but he's constantly getting these dudes stuff on credit, and they thinking he got money, and he don't have money. That's what his problem started by. Because in Texas prison, they got some white guys. It's just as hard as any black guy or any Hispanic guy. They got plenty of white guys who stand on their own 2 feet. So don't never think that. And at a prison where it's older guys, they don't even play them kind of games. They're going to wait until you get in a wreck. They not going to approach you. And they don't believe in all the rape crap. They not even going to approach you. You're going to have to do it to yourself. You start getting these cell phones and getting all this stuff and you can't pay for it, well, you inviting problems. And you're going to receive whatever you're looking for, that's what you're going to receive. Now, if you're at a prison that's dominated by young guys, all old prison is basically chaos. But Texas has a lot of old guys in prison also. At prison where they dominate, it's laid back. And most every one of those prisons is a laid back prison. And I don't know when I'll be able to do another video. I'm signing a contract tomorrow on my new place. And I'll be so busy trying to get stuff pieced together and get Wi-Fi and make my move. So I don't know when I'll be able to do another video. I know I'll be able to do one this week sometime. I don't believe it'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Maybe Friday. Depends on how things go. I might be able to do one, but I don't know how this move gonna take place. Anyway, in conclusion, when you know you are destined for greatness, your potential haunts you. It keeps you up at night, and you won't feel complete until you succeed. Y'all like and subscribe, and have a good Labor Day. Stay safe. Have your designated driver in case you're drinking, where you won't get a DWI or wreck and kill yourself or hurt someone else. Y'all have a good day, and I thank you for watching.